Hello and welcome back to the extreme run of Cold Fear. We're on to video 3 here. This first initial part had me worried the most out of this entire video. Getting that exocell dead before it fucking swings its tendril at me was a constant source of worry when I was playing through the previous videos. I was always waiting for that part to happen to see if I could get through after playing that. The first video with the Russians shooting at me, I now know to expect anywhere there's bullets that I'm going to die a million times. But that exocell part there, I totally wasn't sure whether or not I was going to be able to do it. And there's still a number of places further along in the game where there's just instant attacks as soon as you come through the door. And I mean, that was the first non-bullet related one. So, well, I actually got through it unscathed, which was quite surprised. And as you'll find out from this video, I managed to get quite a lot of it without much trouble. Here I totally fucked up. You can see, I went to the door and I couldn't get through. And the reason for that is I forgot to pick up Yusupov's diary, so I have to go back and get it. And here's something to point out anyway. Lying on the ground is Yusupov's diary, but whenever Tom picks it up, he says it's Yusupov's journal. But it's not the journal, it's the diary, and we end up picking up the journal later on in one of the cold chambers. It's a bit weird that they kind of mixed that up a bit. I'm not even sure why I even said that in the first place, because it's quite clear whenever you pick it up, it tells you what the document is. I don't know why Tom has to kind of repeat it back to you. Anyway, we're in, and skip the cutscene, go. Not much of a problem. Other than getting caught in the corner and hoping I don't get slashed. Lovely, let's go. So far it's been pretty fine. I mean, for the rest of this video, I don't really come up against any mercenaries, I think. Well, I do. There's one situation where I do come across a firearm being shot at me, but other than that, it's been pretty plain sailing. All I really have to do is to stay a far enough distance away from everyone, and it really isn't much of a problem. The only thing that kind of could be an issue is the run speed of the zombie guys. If they can chase me quick enough, then obviously I'm gonna in a bit of trouble. But other than that, as long as they're not shooting at me, I'm pretty much okay if I keep the distance. Blah, blah. And again, staying far away. I'm sure I can take out the exocells that get dropped here. So, what to say? I sent an email off to Darkworks, hopefully they'll get back to me about being able to at least answer some questions about the game. In the previous video we were kind of going over the unfinished bio of Tom Hansen and some of the other parts that they kind of started with that particular website. I'm hoping they get back. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They're a French company, so they may not give a shit about English folk, who knows. Whenever I was doing the Chaser LP, I did send an email off to Cauldron, but I never got anything back at all. He just pretty much flat out ignored it. I never did do anything for Project IGI because obviously the company was dead for a good 6 or 7 years, and they've already moved on to other places. But hopefully Darkworks will get back to me. Probably won't, but what does it matter? And if they don't, well, I can just make up my own unfinished. I can finish the bio if I really want. I can just add in my own shit at the end. Tom Hansen, everyone's favourite sex offender. Anything at all. It's really not much of a problem. It's far away. So what am I going to fill the time with? Well, I'm sad to say that it's time to bring back the bad jokes. There's a lot of time to fill, and really not a lot to fill it with. I mean, the vast majority of the talking stuff, or talking points, end up going into the normal videos, and because they kind of slot into particular parts or particular areas that I'm in and say, oh look, check out this interesting thing, but there's no kind of overarching thing to talk about, other than perhaps the plot, but I don't want to get into that just yet. I want to wait maybe another 2 videos before I actually get into that. I mean, the next video is going to actually wrap up the ship, and then we're on to Pastors New. Where it's going to be, you will find out then, I guess, but I'm not going to say anything now. But I was talking about jokes, and yes, the first one comes unrequested from Scion. So here we go. Let's find it here. Got home from work the other day to find my girlfriend wrecking through the wardrobe, throwing stuff out as quick as she could. So I said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Learning a business." That is pretty fucking terrible. Yes, I would need better jokes than that. If you want to send one in, go ahead. Send me a message on the thread or something. Or I'm reluctant to say, yeah, you can message me on YouTube, because holy fuck, that is a kettle of worms that I really... Is it a kettle of worms? No, it's a can of worms and a kettle of fish. I might regret that. But yeah, if you... Go ahead. YouTube message if you're fucking... If you're that desperate to get a joke in. It means I don't have to go looking, because I'll end up just padding this crap out with as many jokes as I can. At least until I've got something a bit more meaty to talk about, as I was saying, the plot ends up being the vast majority of that, or is intending to be that. But these first couple of videos are going to end up being pretty light anyway. But we made it through sort of the newer section. I didn't bother going into the cold chambers there, because there's really no reason to... fucking near escape there. There's really no reason to go in, because there's really nothing to pick up. But kind of after this point, there's not really anywhere unexplored left to go. We've got these cold rooms somehow we need to get into, and then there's those other pressure doors down at the far end of both cold chambers that we haven't got into. I think those are really the only two places left in the entire ship that we can't get. And slowly but surely, all of the doors are being wrecked by something. Something's trashing them all, and it's making it really difficult to get around, and everything's kind of involving a lot more backtracking or doing those one-way loops that slowly been becoming a bit of a problem. Not long to go yet. We've got Anna finally.
We will both make it through this.
No killing her this time.
I vote for both.
That'll last. See, I'm kind of spazzing out there. Very worried about that kind of thing killing me. Yeah, anytime I'm in a... I thought I actually got hurt there, I don't know why. Should have totally been expecting that. Yeah, this sort of thing up here. I need to leg it up and get the zombie before it gets to her, but I don't want to get hit myself. If I get up close enough, then it'll automatically kind of attach itself to me and sort of chase me around, but I've got a split second to get away before it swings. And once it's on the steps, I can't get a good aim at its head. Not easily anyway, because its arms kind of flail in front of it. But anyway, as long as I kill at the top, I'm fine, and I think that's it. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Not much interesting there, but things will pick up. And I didn't die once. See you next time.